Heard that boy want some pressure, I came to address it. He pussy, I know that he hiding up. My name is not Nate, but I got me a Drake. When I catch him, I swear that I'm robbing some. For a Nick, my shooters will pop at him. Leave him dead for the jakes, how I'm vlogging him. Homicide detectives and officers sliding them charges, you better call coroner. All this money got my arms so as fuck. Bad bitch, hella think I'm adoring her. Nigga ain't from the side, he a foreigner. Fuck what they talking, my nigga, I'm going up. From the streets, you stayed on that corner. I said to my bread, I might buy back the corner. Double up just in that order. Learn from the OGs and forces. Keep my head up out the water. Ducking informants, niggas be looking like rats. Asking me this and all that. Get the fuck back. I keep a fire on deck, so please don't think like that. Matter of fact, let's pray for him. Niggas be talking shit and still ain't doing nothing. They play talking. Niggas ain't hard to find. You think we blind until that stick touch him. Got him laying in the clothes coffin. Had his mama grieving about the boy often. Should've told him, but I guess the boy lost it. Boy, that's it. Riding with a tool. Think we fools, boy, we lit. Say you gotta move. Think we cool, you a lick. Got some real steppers and they reppin' out the 6. Want my money all when I slide in the event. Riding with a tool, think we fools, but we lit. Say you gotta move, think we cool, you a lick. Got some real steppers and they reppin' out the 6. Want my money all when I slide in the event. Riding with a tool, think we fools, but we lit. Say you gotta move, think we cool, you a lick. Got some real steppers and they reppin' out the 6. Want my money all when I slide in the event. I want that shit in all cash. Young nigga gotta keep a big bag. Spread out the rats, make them last. Going full speed, I can't crash. These rats make her do her dance. So the nigga don't play, he can take his chance. She wanna fuck one glance. Bitch put down my plan. Lost on the rock like Nemo. Money on my mind, my ego. This shit don't get simple. Come check the credentials. Get head in the back of the rental. Don't get slapped, you get popped like a pimple. I ain't broke like Jock, bitch, get no ride. Put it up with some vibes. Put my hunger one time. This shit gon' blow, they ain't mine. VVS, leave a nigga blind. They hit him on sight, no crime. So you better keep that eye. Money focus on the future, nigga. This drip on look futurist. They gon' love this like Cuban hit em. Can't deny this real rhythm. Going 8 shit, no zoo. Them bitches coming too, tell them to bring they crew. When I walk, I'm a big stepper. These ain't my jealous, but they still cost a grip. Boy, that's it. Riding with a tool, think we fools, boy, we lit. Say you gotta move, think we cool, you a lick. Got some real steppers and they reppin' out the 6. Want my money all when I slide in the event. Riding with a tool, think we fools, but we lit. Say you gotta move, think we cool, you a lick. Got some real steppers and they reppin' out the 6. Want my money all when I slide in the event.
Ross is my name.
Fuck going on, there's a whole lot of ice shit going on.
Gang, man, gang. 20 gang, 20 gang. If it ain't 20 gang, it ain't nothing.
Underdogs winning. What the fuck they talking? Hey, the underdogs winning.
Ain't winning, man.
Underdogs winning.
Backwards when I roll, 45 on my side, devil want my soul. Bad bitch in the ride, go wherever I go, do whatever I want. She don't ever say no, gas all I smoke. Backwards when I roll, 45 on my side, devil want my soul. Bad bitch in the ride, go wherever I go, do whatever I want. She don't ever say no, I get fly for no reason, never I commit treason. Fuck the bitch that I'm leaving, already I'm bleeding. Ooh, dropped out, I ain't stay in school, make mines, had to break the rules. Fast cars and fancy jewels, front on me, you gon' make the news. That's a bet for sure that, just letting you know that I be low where your hoe at, show me where the dough at. I roll around, I hold it down to the ground, I run the town. Go 100 miles, got 100 styles, be running wild while the money pile. Gas all I smoke, backwards when I roll, 45 on my side, devil want my soul. Bad bitch in the ride, go wherever I go, do whatever I want. she don't ever say no. Gas all I smoke, backwards where I roll. 45 on my side, devil want my soul. Bad bitch in the ride, go wherever I go, do whatever I want. She don't ever say no. I'm sauced up, I'm drippin', I'm bossed up, I'm pimpin', I'm double cuppin', I'm sippin'. Them niggas hatin' and trippin'. I'm taking all of they bitches, I'm making all of my riches. I handle all of my business, then peel off with the quickness. Lord, can I get a witness? Buy everything expensive, it's food for thought for them dishes. Be careful with your wishes, you never know how far I go. Hold tight, won't let it go. No one else got a better flow, get better, and better. Gas all I smoke, backwards where I roll. 45 on my side, devil want my soul. Bad bitch in the ride, go wherever I go, do whatever I want. She don't ever say no. Gas all I smoke, backwards where I roll. 45 on my side, devil want my soul. Bad bitch in the ride, go wherever I go, do whatever I want. She don't ever say no.
Boss is my name.
No need to go down, rock that run, that is how we from. Easy now, no need to go down, rock that run, that is how we from. Easy now, no need to go down, rock that run, that is how we from. Easy now, no need to go down, rock that run, that is how we from. Easy now, no need to go down, rock that run, that is how we from. Easy now, no need to go down, rock that run, that is how we from. Easy now, no need to go down, rock that run, that is how we from. Easy now, no need to go down, rock that run, that is how we from.
This where we from, where the love, the people, the music, we all come as one. What have you done? Folks, they just talking like they are just bosses or something. I got problems day to day, my people dying. Got my family watching, any haters writing. Just realize I'm in a better place. Gonna ride it out till I'm finished, man, and that's work. Niggas now talking like they gonna do it bigger. Hey, your lady in the back, now they hurt. Dog, look at that, try to blow up a cell while she all on T. Wait, I've been on the grind, so it's all on me. What's the steez? People try, but I can't complete. I be damned if I ain't the one that can't complete. Cause I came from a place where the bombs to see, real talk.
Easy now, no need to go down, rock that run, that is how we from. Easy now, no need to go down, rock that run, that is how we from. Easy now, no need to go down, rock that run, that is how we from. Easy now, no need to go down, rock that run, that is how we from.
Nothing can stop me, boy, what are you doing? The game is so clueless, where's that new? Where's that Tito? I had to take a break for a few. I thought I had lost it, found my passion, found a girl, break my heart. Swear to God, when I start realizing I'm a beast with it. Everybody gonna eat with me, go down, have a feast with me. For my day one, A1s, pretty girls don't care what people think. On the news, people dying on day to day. Mess around, be a shirt or a poster. So I don't got time now, be playing with it. Wanna be rappers, yeah, I'm on now. What you thought now? I can't do it.
Booyah! Hold on, guys. I gotta refresh this chat here. That's the old chat. I don't know why the old chat's still up. Let me refresh the chat. Damn. Chat, give me a second. I gotta get you up. I gotta get you up, chat. Where you at? There we go. Oh, it's refreshing. Dead Specimen, what's up? What's going on? I'm so happy to be with you guys. MMA Junkie, Chelsea's World. How is everybody doing today? Okay, let me just get, you know, my guys and work with me. Sounds good? Is the sound working okay? Let me ask, because I usually have the music going. No, I mean, a bunch of stuff going on. Scotty Parker, my man. Okay, Team Execute a lot. Represent. You know what I mean? Free Gary, free Max. Holla, holla. Okay? Facebook got issues. I'm here tonight. My man Joshua Drake, sounds working good. Yo, I'm happy to see everyone. How is everyone doing? Just so everyone know, you see the look, a little bit different. I am going to be pulling myself up on the big screen. I'm going to pull this a little bit closer. I don't want it all the way off. But trying a little bit different. Got some overlays. I did have someone on Fiverr. I think the website is Fiverr. What is that? Fiverr. I got the guy's link in my description. I can't think of his name right now. I'll shout him out again. I told him that. I just got him to finish the artwork. I kind of added some things in. So this is temporary. But we will start going with a setup like this, and then I'll pull myself up on big screen to continue. So at least we can see the subjects, what we'll be talking about. How do you like the look? Does it look better? Would you guys rather be on the big screen as well the full time? How do you like the look? Okay. That's a big question for me. I want to know how's the look going. Now, as you guys can see, I have a shot. Facebook back working again, crapping now. I love it. I like the look. Appreciate that, guys. Now, my bartender, okay, you guys always know I have a lovely drink every time because I love spending this time with you guys. It's fun. Some people come out here and they're like, oh, man, such a tough day at work. I work and then I get on and do my podcast. For me, this is my time away. This is like as if I'm playing the video game and I'm away from everybody. So I love this time with you guys. I'm telling you, I mean that. Okay, so my bartender fixed me up a shot and a nice drink. So I'm going to go ahead and take the shot off. We got to kick this right. As you guys see the topics, I'm going to jump straight into Nintendo, and then I'm going to go ahead and move on. But, man, I don't even know what this is, and I don't, I'm the hen dog type of guy. I'm a hen dog type of guy. Okay. Woo, I don't like that. Oh, gosh. I don't know what that was. Woo, got me fired up. How is everybody doing? Wonderful Sunday. I want to shout out everybody who's been a part of the movement, everybody who's been sharing the content. If you want to do anything for me, you're trying to help out, just share the content, like, subscribe, on Facebook, follow the page. My man Joe, OG Joe, G.I. Joe, okay, my man Becoming Undone, has been on the scene doing a lot of testing. Joe, I'm going to be hollering at you. I can't wait to get Joe on the line in a little bit. We'll be talking. But we're going to go ahead and jump into the subjects. Now, I'm not sure about this. This is new to me, guys, okay? So I want to know, can I highlight these subjects? Okay, that's nice, okay? So I probably could highlight a subject or two, okay? So nonetheless, let's jump right into Nintendo released the 11.0.1 firmware. We already know this was big, man. What didn't we go through everything on the show already with 11.0? Didn't we go through this? Man, cat and mouse. Here we go. Bow, bow, bow. Coming back and forth. Oh, my goodness. Now, at least with these, I can say Nintendo, I believe, has finally, instead of saying stability fixes, have said, yo, we screwed up. You screwed up. You made mistakes. Whenever you do an upgrade that takes away features, it's a regress. Okay, I think that's the word for it. Correct me if I'm wrong, but I know progress, regress. You regressed. The GameCube controller was something that a lot of people used, and the moment that update hit it, wish I had a better fart sound. But nonetheless, it took a crapper. Okay, a lot of people's GameCube controllers were not functioning the same way. So in this fix, they fixed that issue. There was issues with games and other issues. Now, what does that mean for everyone in the hacking community? Custom firmware users, okay? Nintendo also didn't, mention what you should have put in the changelog is we also broke SX and Atmosphere, okay? That should be at the bottom. It should be right at the bottom. In fine print, you can put it there, but we broke SX and Atmosphere, okay? Appreciate it, okay? You broke it. Updated kernel, all right? So anyone who recently just updated, going through all this mess of should I update, should I not? You got people who just want to update just to update. You got some people who like, hey, I'm cool, I'm not going to update. And they look at us like we're crazy. Tell you the truth. They're like, why are you updating? What game do you even play that needs that update? No answers. So what I'm here to say is SX OS has not released an update for it yet. Atmosphere has. I believe we went through the same thing last time, okay? And then we had my man PK Rainey. PK, if you're there, shout out to you, man. I'm gonna go ahead and take a sip. My man PK was tripping. I'm gonna be honest, okay? And the reason I can say PK was wildin', okay, is because SXOS dropped their firmware. Now, I know what PK gonna say, and PK's my dog, just so y'all know, okay? Young OG, okay? We go way back like Ajax, Flapjacks, all that. But my man, okay, he was always talking about, well, they just steal, GX steal. Look, man, are they gonna come out with a custom firmware or not? And he said it was going to take a while, being that Team Executor going through all the legal issues. And guess what? Well, bam! They released it. And I know people say, well, Atmosphere released theirs. You know how that goes. We see what you did. Let's go ahead and take. Maybe could have. But we have people saying that SXOS runs more stable than Atmosphere. Is that true? That's not for me to discuss. Okay, but that's just for me to put out there. So, if that's the case, why is SXOS more stable? If they did take the code. So it goes a lot deeper there. But nonetheless, right now, people who are using SXOS, okay, people are using it, and they are updated to 11.0.1, probably are not going to be able to use their custom firmware right now. And I have not updated. I will be updating tonight. I've been very busy, and that's why I mean to talk to. I'm going to holler at Joe a little bit later, but, you know, I usually update my systems and test them out for you guys. But nonetheless, you know, I would like to test that and see what works as far as EmuNAND, you know, SysNAND, and, you know, Atmosphere. I have the pack 4, which I will be putting a video up. You know, from what I'm hearing, works fine. Works good. They touched it up quick, fast. Bam, Team Atmos. We're first to do it, okay? We always beat Team Executor on update, all right? So those guys, they did it. So I will be doing a video, full video on that, and I will be updated to 11.0.1 before I even do that video. I like to go ahead and test that. Look at MMA Junkie with the, those Atmosphere guys, man. That's what they be saying to you. So PKOS, best CF. Yo, PK said, and quote me on this, and PK, you my dog. So I'm going to just go ahead and put it out there and see how everybody else feel. We're going to move on to another topic next. So I want to get through and I want to talk to you guys. But PK said that you can make a custom firmware like it's nothing if you have another custom firmware to copy off of. He's saying pretty much all you got to do is just, man, XCI loader, you throw that on there, man, and you're done. That's it. That takes all of 5 minutes. Copy, paste. What's wrong with you? Okay. Hey, by the way, SX installer, why ain't you just update that? That's a click of 2 buttons. Come on, man. We're sitting here waiting. What are you doing? Gosh. So my man PK, shout out PK. It seems like everyone else seems that it's a little more technical. All right, PK. So I need you to call in and talk your stuff. Okay, if you hear this. So anyways, I'm going to move through. I really want to get to you guys calls, and I'm going to talk a lot about these other subjects. So the shot wasn't that great, but this drink, perfect. Okay. So next we're going to move on. Cyberpunk. I want to know, yay or nay? Cyberpunk 2077, I'm thinking about getting it. I'm debating. It's one of those where I'm like, you know, should I get it? And I need help. Okay, I need help from you guys. Should I get Cyberpunk? I mean, everybody's saying it should be game of the year, but then I got some people saying, yo, if you playing that on the Xbox One S or PlayStation 4, man, you're going to deal with frame rate issues, some missions not completing, this, and it's just a mess I'm hearing. But then I got people on the next gen systems talking about, oh, this is the best thing since bread and butter. And let's not talk about PC users. They're good. PC users always figure out a way, don't they? They go, hey, I did this, I turned down this, turned up that, hey, I'm good. I don't got to worry about nothing. My game runs smooth. Not sure about those systems. So, Cyberpunk. Anybody, if it's free, then yes, it's a big mess. Oh, Joe, it's a big mess. So I've been hearing it's a big mess. Now, I want to go ahead and buy this one. If I'm gonna do it, I'm gonna do this one big. I got one more video game purchase I think I'm gonna make before the end of this year, and I think Cyberpunk is it. I need a single player experience because I got Call of Duty, and y'all know I'm a fanboy for Call of Duty. If you talking about Black Ops Cold War, best shooter ever made ever in life ain't nothing better. What you tell me a better shooter? Fortnite? Ha ha. It's not a better shooter. Every Call of Duty title that comes out is the best title ever. That's what a fanboy is. That's what loyalty is. That's what Cleveland Browns fans do. New York Knicks fans, Nets fans. I can go on and on about the franchises that suck, but they stay loyal. And that's how I am to Call of Duty. Cold War is so great, by the way. So nonetheless, I got off subject there. But Cyberpunk, kinky. So playing Cyberpunk right now on the Series X, loving it so far. Seen a few glitches here and there, but nothing game breaking on it. That's cool with me. I can deal with a glitch or two. You know what I mean? Only thing that suck if you playing a save and right before the save a glitch happens, that kind of screw, you know. But nonetheless, I don't care about that. I can deal with a glitch or two. I can work around that. Playing on PC, a lot of strange things happen. Yo, tell me, have y'all played a game where the NPC just never just walks from one line to the next? And like you trying to do a mission and they just somehow just don't finish the line. And you got to start the damn thing over and then they do it. I've been there. You know what I mean? So literal cracks. Now, everybody, there has been news that this game has been cracked. I've been told that by multiple sources, Codex, Fit Girl, all these different groups. Many people know. So PC players, even if they haven't paid for it, have probably gotten these cracked games, okay? I'm on wax and on record, so you'll never hear me say I got cracked games. I don't have no cracked games installed on my PC now, okay? I really don't, okay? So, hey, we love our Nick. Shout out Red Ghost. Shout him out, man. And, you know, everybody in New York. I know Sage was out there in Brooklyn. I said Bronx last time. He's out there in Brooklyn. No, he's out in the Bronx. I said Brooklyn last time, so there we go. Shout out the Bronx, man. Been cracked on day 0. If you play PS4, Xbox One, you will set your... Yo, don't even try to play it on those systems, man. And you know what? I actually gave my older system to my younger daughter. You know what I mean? She needed a system. Put it there in the back. That's what you do with your old systems, parents. Okay? Throw it there in the back. So, I just want to say thank you, guys. So, what I'm thinking here, I'm getting a sense is pretty much as good. I think I'm going to buy this title, and I'm also going to stream it. Now, you guys don't know, I also do streaming on Twitch. So if you're not following my Twitch, you can follow the Twitch. But that's going to be separate. And what I'm going to start doing is taking clips from my Twitch and put on my YouTube, some of them on Facebook. I'm going to try to, you know, spread things across social media. You guys see, I've been working. I haven't put up a lot of stuff. I've been trying to get overlays, different writing, all these different texts and different graphics I'm putting. You know, I got to put my work into. So I've been doing a lot of different stuff, trying to grow. Okay, because as you guys see, we're getting more and more people every day. I mean, I'm looking at my numbers; they're jumping. Okay, I know that's thanks to you guys. That's not me. And people like, man, Joshua Drake, OG Joe, okay, Dead Specimen, Chunky, Chelsea's World, Red Ghost, Sage. I can go on and on. PK, Kyle. It's just all of you guys. That's what's making it grow so fast. It's growing faster than it's ever grown before. So we got people coming left and right. People can help me with artwork. People doing different things. So, man, thank you guys for that. So, Cyberpunk, I might go ahead and grab. Thank you guys for that. But we're going to move on to the next one, okay? Tryhards. Now, I got to speak on this. Oh, my God. Oh, my God. I had to go to church right there. Yo, I can't stand tryhards. It's terrible. It's bad. I can't even, yo, I don't know if it's me. I don't know if I reached a certain age or I don't know what happened. But it used to be a point where I can pick up any game. And if you gave me some time to learn, I will be halfway decent. Which means if I play somebody like of a pro status, I will die most of the time. But out of 10 times, I might get them once. That's how it was. It's not like that anymore, okay? I played Fortnite for many, many years, many different times. I played Fortnite just recently, and they blowing shotguns to the back of my dome because I don't know how to build, and I've tried to build. I got my controller set. These kids are advancing. They're trying all day. You got kids who are playing 12 hours a day. Yo, you're going to be great at anything. Anything in life, if you do it 12 hours a day. Anything. You could be biting dresser drawers. You'll be the best dresser drawer biting dude if you did it 12 years straight. Okay? Seriously. You can do anything you want. That's what's crazy about tryhards. I've seen a dude, like, and we mentioned, I went over this video before. TikTok got ranting about this, and I don't want to go too hard about it. But I just got whooped. So I just got to vent real quick. Okay? I've seen guys play Fall Guys 12 hours a day. I mean, where's it stop? You play checkers 12 hours a day. You know, play spades 12 hours a day. Now it's any game you can play 12 hours a day. Hell, High School Musical 12 hours a day. You got some guy out there, max it out, you're not beating him. Who does that? Tryhards is getting out of control, man. We got to stop this. I'm sorry, guys. I vented right there. I let off a lot of steam, and I feel a lot better. So I thank you guys for that. Try Hard with a Vengeance. Yo, I swear, if I drop that movie, man, I'm going to cut you in on 10%. Try Hard with a Vengeance. We're just going to get a bunch of kids, and that's all we got to do. We really just get kids. We don't have to do nothing else. Just get kids and get grown-ups with nothing else to do. That's it. Kids and grown-ups with nothing else to do who are living the second childhood. And you know what? Sometimes it looks good. You look at it and you're like, man, he's 40 years old, man. He has no responsibilities. He just plays games all day. He does whatever he wants, you know? Looks beautiful. Then you go, you put on his side. He might be like, so lonely. You never know. You know what I mean? And then you're over here chilling back. So nonetheless, to each his own. So I just had to speak my piece on tryhards. I'm never going to munch on wood. It's mouse and keyboard. Oh, okay. And I see that. And you know what? Mouse and keyboard versus controller. Who thinks that there are people with a controller that can beat people with mouse and keyboard 9 times out of 10? If they were just as skilled, because I'm one of those believers that if you adjust your controller just right and you got the sensitivity and everything, it don't matter. As long as you know how to play it, you're good. You can be just as good as keyboard and mouse any day. But I got a buddy, okay? I think y'all seen him here. Colorful Seal dropped in. My man, shout out to you, Colorful Seal, who swore up and down he was going to whip me. And if you come in here and try to lie, I'm going to shut you down. But I whipped him with the controller. He had the keyboard and mouse. It was easy, destroyed. And I felt like Supreme. Now, I've been getting my ass whooped. I'm not going to lie in all these other games. But that's just something for me. Okay, so nonetheless, I had to get that off my chest. Shout out to you guys. So let's go ahead and talk about top game of 2020. Can I move this? How do we do the subjects? Do we move them down here? I got to look, guys. You got to work with me. Okay, here we go. Oh, okay. That's pretty cool. Okay. I don't know if it's highlighted for you guys, but I'm seeing it highlighted. I need to know where I'm at. Okay. So, top game of 2020. So many games now. 2020 has been the most eventful year of my life. And I think many of us can testify to that. Everything, okay? Everything. We don't have to talk. Everything from tragedies to pandemics to pricing, items, gaming, tech, stocks, name it. Name it. 2020 has been affected by everything. I mean, government. We can go on and on. The most eventful year of my life, I must say. It's been so eventful, I can't even cover everything. But one thing we can cover is the top game of 2020. Okay, we can definitely cover that. Who thinks that Cyberpunk is in the top game talks? I don't think so. Okay, I think you gotta give it more time. Now that's me. Now I'm one of those. Are you one of those guys that when the game releases on, December 20th and it's within that 2020 fiscal year, you're like, oh, that's game of the year. I only had 15 days to play it, but nope, they got an update coming. Nope, I'm still gonna give it game of the year. Are you one of those? You know what I mean? Okay, because I'm one of those that I tend to like to give the game time, because over time is when you really tell what's the game of the year. Now, I see there somebody, Dead Specimen, shout out Among Us. Yo, Among Us has taken the world by storm. Crazy. Everywhere you go, Instagram, Twitter, Facebook, streaming, TikTok, you name it, Among Us is in there. It is an amazing game. Definitely, I think goes up there. You know what I mean? It's not even debatable. Does it go up there? Some people say Animal Crossing. I'm not a big dude to play Animal Crossing. Okay, but just on the sales of Animal Crossing, you kind of got to be like, yo, you up there. Just damn, how many titles did you sell? Did a kid go in and buy 3 every time he went and bought in? Oh, Mom, you have to buy 3 in order to get what you need. You know what I mean? Oh, man, Among Us stream. Oh, my goodness. And you know what? What's funny is you see this overlay and things. I got plenty of other things down the pipeline, and that is one of them. I would love. Oh man, we're gonna talk this, man. I ain't gonna get you. I'm gonna get you on the phone. I already know what you're gonna do. You gonna hit us with the conspiracy theories. Oh my man, Joshua Drake. Shout out to you. Oh my goodness, bear character lifting some weights, saying keep it up. My man, I already know what that is, man. I know the character lifting weights, man. So it didn't show for me, but I know what it is. Yo, Joshua Drake, man. Appreciate that, man. The donations is what's up. That's why I do it. Okay, that's why. Oh, man, you made me. So I appreciate that, man. I just do this really to get the information out there, and I love the family. I love how you guys are. donation means everything, though, man. I really appreciate that. So I want to go ahead and say, for me, 2020 game of the year, I have many of them. Many. Okay. But you guys should know me by now. I mentioned a little bit earlier how loyal I am. I'm loyal. Okay. Which means if I ride with you, I ride with you. I ride with you through the thick, through the thin, and we will make it to the other side. The journey might be longer than everyone else's because I'm not cutting heads off to get to the top. I want my journey to learn every lesson. But you guys know. Oh, look at that. Cold War, he already knows. Best title ever. I mean, come on, man. Call of Duty. Does it ever lose? I mean, for game of the year, does it ever lose? It's always up there. I mean, it doesn't matter what team you get to make it. I mean, Treyarch, Activision, who you want? Doesn't even matter. You know what I mean? Chelsea's World. Oh, my goodness. Thank you. Thank you so much, Chelsea's World. I appreciate it. I can't say much. Want to cry now. Thank you guys so much. That's what I do it for. Okay. And see, guys, I don't want to get off subject, but the donations just make me, make you get a little jolly. Make me want to take a couple drinks there now. Okay. But thank you, Chelsea World. I appreciate that. You know, so what do I want to say? For me, game of the year 2020 is going to be Black Ops Cold War. And I know what people are going to say. You're a fanboy, Nick. You don't have no reason to even choose that game. You're only choosing that game because you choose Call of Duty every year. And you just talked about, you had a video earlier, Nick, where you trashed the beta. You played the beta about how garbage it is. Yes, that was me. I trashed the beta. And now I have changed my mind. This is just the way it is. It's the best game ever. Every time I play it, I go, oh my gosh, I love this. It's Call of Duty. I mean, what else do you need to know? Okay. People hating on Cyberpunk reminds me of all the rage hate when No Man's Sky launched. Oh, let's talk now. I'm glad you mentioned that. Marcus, he'd see you out there. You're going to... He right. I'm going to take a couple drinks. He already know me too good. But I will say No Man's Sky, I remember when that released. Every time I looked at a damn article, it was trashing it. No Man's Sky's garbage. Look at the player base. As a matter of fact, I don't have to talk about trashing it. We can talk facts. You can talk about the player base for No Man's Sky that was leaving. It was tremendous. Now, that may have been a media spin on it, but right now, No Man's Sky is free. Xbox Game Pass. Shout out Microsoft. But No Man's Sky now is a different game now than it was then. And from what I'm hearing, it's night and day. People saying it's a great game now. And I don't know where that happened. You might be right. It might have just been a media spin that, oh, this game sucks. It's terrible. The hype and so and so. Oh, Steiner. Oh, yeah. See, man, if I could do special effects on here and do like the Shinruken, the Shinru, I would have did it right now, man. But Steiner, appreciate it, man. Okay, it's going good, man. It's glad to see you here. Thank you for tuning in again, man. This is why I do it, okay? And I love having you guys here. This is what the family's here for, okay? And I got much more for y'all guys. I got y'all. I'm going to have y'all participating in everything, okay? So these next couple streams in which, y'all going to see. You see the new overlays and everything, okay? But y'all going to see, okay? And I'm giving this a try. And also, don't forget, I can still pull myself up. I still got it. I can still pull myself up on big screen if I need to, okay? If I need to go back big screen, bye, y'all. That ain't no problem. We can always go back there. But I like to have the subjects. We can get back to the subjects. Okay. Bam. All right. And I like how the number scrolls by. I'm trying to work with stuff that I got. All right. Shout out to Fiverr, the guy. He's in my description again. I will mention him, guys. You can check him out if you're looking for any overlay work. He does have work that he shows for other people. I definitely let him know I was going to shout him out too, man. So shout out to him. I'm going to be hollering at him later too. We'll be doing more work. So other than that, okay, I just want to say, for me, 2020 Cold War, it's no debate. If you give me any debate, if you say Cyberpunk, you know what I'm going to tell you? Not enough time. Give me another game. Give me another game. Just give me any game. If you tell me Animal Crossing, I'm going to say, no, that's for kids. You know what I mean? And it's going to be cold. I know. It's not really true because there's grown people that play Animal Crossing. But for me, I'm just going to give you one. That's mine. Hey, it's really not a grown-up game. It has to be a game that cross all ages. You know what I mean? Call of Duty, perfect. You can have a 4-year-old shoot somebody up. You can have a... Nonetheless, let me step there, okay? So game of the year for me, Cold War. Steiner, appreciate the $5, man. That was much, man. So next, Atmosphere Dirt's Team Executor. I got to do it. We always do it. We always spice it up. Doom Eternal. Oh, why'd you have to do that? Doom Eternal's definitely up there, man, for one of the top games of 2020. Amazing. The first Doom was crazy. This one has topped it by far. Doom Eternal definitely goes up there. Shout out Joshua Drake for that one. So I want to say Atmosphere versus Team Executor. The reason I've done this, and I gave it a category, okay? Usually, I spend a whole video talking about Atmosphere versus Team Executor, okay? Oh, how they fighting. Oh, the stolen code. Oh, guys going to jail. Oh, who's going to come out first? No, I'm not doing all that, okay? But what I will say is Atmosphere versus Team Executor has been good for the Switch scene. And I know that might sound crazy. I know you guys think, why would this beef for this fight? We've been preaching, let's all get along. But I think the fighting brings out the best in competition. That's just me. I mean, if Apple didn't have to go head up with, Microsoft from time to time, they wouldn't have to do too many changes in their features. But Microsoft is going to make sure that to push the envelope, so therefore Apple has to push the envelope and vice versa. So I think these two groups fighting actually gives us, well, for me, great entertainment. I mean, I love it. But other than just the entertainment side of it, it gives us two groups trying to provide something in a custom firmware that maybe the other doesn't have. And these features would be a reason that you would use one or the other. It's a primary thing. I mean, for me, I mentioned many of times, and guys, I don't want to say this now, but plugins have been something that I have used for my Nintendo Switch when it's modded many times. I love to be able to turn cheats on and off on the fly. I love to have a text walkthrough when I play certain games like Zelda. Okay, I love to have music playing in the background. I got different types of music, man. I might be playing jazz. I might be playing, hardcore rap. Y'all see at the beginning. Shout out to the artists, too, at the beginning. Those artists, definitely MoFam representatives. Shout out to them. But there's many things I do on that Switch, man, that I need plugins for. And SXOS was failing me at the time, man. When I was trying, SXOS was doing me dirty. It didn't even work. I was crashing left and right. I was so mad. And then I thought, you know what? Maybe you're just not doing it right, Nick. And I said, you know what? Well, why don't you just try Atmosphere? Just try it. And I tried Atmosphere, and every single one worked. So from that point on, I was like, you know what? It's kind of one of those things where something's better on some things and something's not. Now, that was a long time ago. Things have changed. SXOS probably runs with all the plugins now. I haven't really used plugins a lot lately. That's more of when I'm spending a lot of time on the Switch. But the fact that I can say I could use one or the other, and no, I'm a Team Executor representative. I've been representing Team Executor since back in Xbox 360. Go check the video log, okay? I've been representing them. So Team Executor, I'll be representing for years to come as they continue to make tools for systems. But you can always feel okay if you have to use Atmosphere, all right? And Atmosphere, guys, don't be mad. If you pay $40, don't be mad. It's just $40, man. Okay? I spent $40 on food the other day. I mean, how much I spent on gas this week? It's $40. Just think of the wonderful things you can do with it. So every time we get the free talk versus $40, or just use it free. You don't even have to just activate the license. Just go in there. Go to Homebrew menu. Okay? Go to Homebrew menu, do what you do. But it shouldn't be no reason that you should. Now, I understand. Some people say it's a principle thing. Like, hey, some guy walks up to you, says, hey, I got a PlayStation 5 here. I sell it to you for $100. First thing you're going to say is, I don't trust you. It's $100. Right? Is it right or wrong? But we don't know. Maybe this guy just stole it, has to get it off his hands so fast that he will sell it for a measly $100 just to not be the victim to go to jail in the end. And he still might. But that makes a good point. Okay? Great point. You might sometimes come across certain things that you don't feel comfortable with. Your principles might not be met within the deal. But in this wonderful society, you have the choice. And you have the free will to say, this is a different scenario. This is not like the other 20 scenarios that I go through. This one's different. And I'm going to choose to take it. Now, Joe, I paid $80. I would have paid $100. SXOS for life. SXOS user gang. USB loading, XCI launching alone is worth the price for SXOS. We definitely got the SXOS representatives in here. And you know what? I admit, it is worth the price to me. I never cared. I paid for an SX Pro. I threw $40 like it was nothing, man. 2 times. He's right. I did the same. I can say 80 as well. I might say more because I think I paid a couple I sent people there. Who knows the total amount? SXOS for me, easy to use. We got a lot of guys out here with custom Nintendo, custom firmware Nintendo Switch, and they like to use SXOS, and we got some that use Atmosphere. But I just want to say this whole Atmosphere versus Team Executor, it seems like, and it's just me, Team Executor guys are not so hard on the Atmosphere guys, but it seems like the Atmosphere guys are very hard on the Team Executor guys. That was something Dead Specimen mentioned before too, and that is what it seems like. So if you got to call in and explain that, go ahead and talk your stuff, dirty. Holla, holla. All right, so we're gonna go ahead and move on to the next one. XCI all day. I see you out there, Joe. Okay. So we're gonna talk about employees snag their PS5 first. Yo, I'm almost want to pull it up. Did y'all see the TikTok video of the employees at Walmart that were getting their PS5s first? And you know what? I'm not going to play it because usually I play it and what happens is I get flagged for copyright infringement. Okay? So I don't like any of that, or I don't know if it's copyright infringement or using somebody. I don't know what it is. But nonetheless, you get flagged. I've done, I think, a Resident Evil Netflix intro before and got flagged for it. Netflix hit me for it. So I'm not even going to do that. But I would say first to hack Mariko Light. You're welcome, Atmosphere users. First with Emunan, first with she. Yo, I'm telling you, and that's gonna go on. I love that. Keep that fire. Okay. But I will say these employees at Walmart were wrong. Okay. I just want to speak on that. Chris MoFam, what's up with you? But I do want to say that these employees were wrong, man. They were wrong. They were wrong all the way around. They literally had 4 PlayStation 5s. Oh my God. Yo, do you know if I stand outside a store for like 8 hours waiting on something and they tell me they only got 4 and I see I'm like 6 in line, somebody getting hurt. I'm about to go Hulk. Okay? It ain't no way. And then look, it's 4, right? I'm number 6. But the first 2 people that get theirs is Walmart employees. Oh, no. It ain't happening, Jack. It ain't happening. Okay? You ain't walking out with it. I'm telling you, ain't no way. You work here. So literally when the door is open, you already in the line ringing yours up. And y'all were going to get all 4 of them if you didn't get approached by the TikTok person. If you guys don't know what I'm talking about, you can look this up. It's on Google. You can just put Walmart employees PS5. That's all you got to put. It's going to be the first thing to come up. Okay? These guys literally are standing, waiting there for them to open. The moment they open, they jump right in line. Now, I'm going to ask you guys, because I was hit with a dilemma on this as I had somebody combat me on this. Is that right or wrong? Now, I was very upset. Because the first thing I thought is, man, no way. They should be able to get that system. But somebody said, yo, but they work at Walmart. And I'm like, but still, that don't make it okay. But they're like, nah. Don't that give you some sort of advantage? You're right. Shouldn't you get some sort of advantage? I don't want to say just flat out you get to walk in the line first. But you do work at Walmart. I remember going in Best Buy just last week. I was telling them, no, that was actually 2 weeks ago. I was looking for a TV. And I told them, I said, hey, man, I'm looking for something that works with the Xbox Series X. And they said, oh, we got one. We got a guy. Hey, they all came around me. They chatted. They brought me some champagne, man. They threw a cape around me. They walked me over to the TVs. And, man, I was like, this must be serious if you get one of these systems. So Best Buy, I don't think's doing that. This is my guess. You know what I mean? I had champagne and a cape. They walked me to the TVs. I was loving it. But should you get an advantage? You work there. If I worked at Best Buy, do you know how pissed I would be to know that customers can get it before I can? I know that sounds crazy, don't it? But I would be upset because me working at Best Buy, what you should do, maybe Best Buy, what you need to do is just talk to Microsoft, talk to Sony and say, hey, you got to throw us a couple extra ones because we got some employees here that need one. I guarantee if one of the CEOs of Best Buy wanted one, he would have one at his front doorstep before they were even released. Okay? So, should they get some sort of benefit? People say, and I see, get something off. Now, Joshua Drake, we usually going to hear employee discount. That's what they get. Okay, they get an employee discount. That's it. You got to make sure to be at the same time. But if you're a Walmart employee, right? So I speak to my friend. I say, hey, yo, let me ask you something. What time are y'all going to start lining people up for the PS5? And they look at me and they say, yo, we're going to start lining people up around 5 a.m. That's going to be the first when it comes. So you need to get here around 4:55. So you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to go ahead and go there at 4:55 like my buddy told me. And guess what? He's right. They didn't even start lining up for it yet. Next thing you know, he comes out there with the sign and says, the line right here for PS5 starts. And you right in front of him with none of your Walmart gear on. Because truthfully, these people that bought them could have not even put their Walmart stuff on. They could have just took their Walmart stuff off. Nobody would even known they worked there. How would you have known? Okay, so Chunky, my man, I worked at Walmart. The only advantage we got was 10% off total purchase each time. Damn. Yo, that's bad, man. 10%? They can't even cut y'all on a 15? 10%? So you mean, I guess it could work both ways. You know what I mean? $5.50, $50, $5, $550, It's all right. I did too for a while. I got 15%. See, 15% is good. I think 15% is that's a little tasty. You can add that with a coupon or something. You know what I mean? You got something else at 15%. 10% is like, yo, let's be honest. They give those 10% out all the time online. They give those 10% in every coupon and every mail and in everything. 10% is bogus. If you're a Walmart employee getting 10% Chunky, I'm pissed at Walmart for that. I go to Walmart too, by the way. Great store. They got a lot of stuff cheap too. But anyways, so we're going to go ahead and talk about the next thing. 10 is barely. In Illinois, you are not lying. It is barely taxes, man. That is so serious. He is so true on that. I won't even lie. But we're going to go to the next one. Nintendo stops Eticon Joy-Cons. Now, I don't have all the specifics on this. I might have to pull it up here because I don't want to, mistake anything for this because this had to do with someone's, a YouTuber. And I know Joe was one of the ones that we were speaking about this. And it was very odd because, Nintendo does a lot of things to me. Okay. They've done a lot of things. They've taken down videos. I haven't been sent any letters, but I had a lot of things happen to me. Okay. And this was just crazy. I know Nintendo stops a lot of things, but apparently there is. Okay. There we go. I got to pull it up on screen here. So there is backlash happening to Nintendo. And this is a lot of people giving Nintendo slack for this, okay? But there is a YouTuber, okay? And his name is Desmond Atika Amofa. I'm not sure if that's correct or not. And Chris MoFam, Fortnite's still a game. You don't get on him. You're a try-hard. I know you are. Saying Fortnite's a great game. No, I'm not gonna lie. It seems like his name was Desmond Atika Amofa. Okay. So there were people actually trying to raise money to create these Joy-Cons called Eticons. Okay. They wanted to create these and the funding was going to go directly towards, I believe, like a suicide intervention type of thing, to kind of bring awareness to it. Okay. Etika. How do you pronounce that? Etika. I got it. Atika. All right, I got it. See, you took me time. That's my man right there. Okay. So Atika. All right, Desmond Atika Amofa. They were actually these people who were trying to raise money for this, and it's the JED Foundation. All right. Seems like it was a quick cease and desist from Nintendo. Oh, and they probably sent the same one they were sending to folks on Facebook or on YouTube or whatever to put their stuff. They sending those cease and desist letters. Probably the same one that everybody's been getting. They sent it to them. We don't care what you're trying to raise money for. This is our product. I don't care if 1,000 people passed away. Unfortunately, it is our proprietary hardware, and you better not do any adjustments. So we're going to tell you to stop right now. How about that? How about you go ahead and any money, how about you just return that to everybody? How about that? So everybody's flaming Nintendo, and I see somebody, Atika. I got it right, Atika. And I got Atika. I got it. But anyways, so it seems like Nintendo sent a cease and desist. Now, this has earned over 36,000. Dude had like 800K subs. Okay, I see somebody said almost 100K subs. I see here he had more than 800 a following of more up. Well, I see here 800,000. I don't know. Maybe it's just a different article. We might be wrong, but nonetheless, guy has tons of subscribers, man. Very famous, very popular, and actually committed suicide. Okay, unfortunately, we hate to hear that, but there was a video shortly before where he kind of discussed doing self-harm to himself. So, rest in peace. God bless his soul. Shout out to his family and everything like that. And this was a great idea to raise money and awareness, especially with COVID going on. So much people are not focusing on is mental issues. And mental issues, especially, with gaming, people don't realize gaming can put you away from society. I'm one that I have other things that take me away from society. I was speaking earlier. And with COVID, I can't play basketball before, but everybody knows I go play basketball. My brothers, my dad, we all go out, we play basketball. That is time away mentally from everything that's going on in the world. When you're on the court and you're focusing on something, you honestly are not thinking about anything. You could have lost a job. You could have had someone pass away. You could have had your tire blown and you got to get a new tire, a new car. At the moment when you're on that court, you're not thinking about any of that. You're so focused on the task at hand of stealing the ball, of jumping and everything. It gives you a relief. That is why people turn to these alternatives that they do. And for me, gaming can do that as well. There's certain games that I can play where as I get into them, I start to really focus on the game so much that I forget everything else going on, which is a good thing because if you're going through a lot, it helps. It's a way to kind of relieve stress, maybe gain focused. There's a lot of pluses to it. But at the same time, this YouTuber having fame and going through so much, you could see how mental issues can build, and unfortunately he committed suicide. So I just want to say, Nintendo, you is dirty, dusty, disgusting, terrible. Everything to you, Nintendo, for everything. And y'all notice Mario ain't been over here in I don't know how long. Mario, don't stop by my house. Don't even come by. If I see you, I'm swinging the first chance I see your face. I don't even care. You've been doing folks dirty for too long. I let you sit here. We had drinks. Remember, I brought you the same bartender that's making these drinks now. You had a couple drinks. We was over here talking. We was good. Drinks from there. Then you take down atmosphere videos. You got all this going on. And not only that, you're sending cease and desist letters to Joy-Cons that are money being used on a foundation to bring awareness. Okay? I'm not down with that, Nintendo. If anything, if you were going to cease and desist this and shut it down, why not take control of it? Why not say here and involve the members or the founders of it and involve them in it? Because this is something that, and now especially a social world, this is a world now where you can destroy your life socially. You can destroy businesses socially. So just on the social aspect, Nintendo, why not do that? How do you think that life would be? Somebody like me right now, sitting here, okay, trashing Nintendo, how would you think I would be if Nintendo did the good thing there? So I just had to get that off my chest. But anyways, okay. So next gen system restocks, and then I'm gonna get to calls right after this, guys. So after I get to this, I'm gonna just go straight to calls. Let me go ahead and get Skype ready because I do like taking you guys calls and listening. I'm gonna make sure my headset's plugged up and all that because usually, and I'm a mess here, guys. By the way, I'm a mess here. I'm trying to get better. Okay, I got a lot of stuff to do. I got family here, and once I get off the air, I'm leaving too. I got more stuff to do. But let's go ahead and get it on here because I do want to take you guys calls right after I go over this subject. Okay. So nonetheless, got it pulled up here. Got Skype. All right, we're good. I think we're good. So you guys can go ahead and call in. We should be good there. All right. So nonetheless, I want to go ahead and talk about these next-gen system restocks. Who out there is looking for a system? Oh, my God. Scalpers, I'll hit you with a 1-2 and knock out the tooth. Scalpers, stop taking our systems. We're hitting refresh, and we're not getting it refreshed. It's just stopping. It's pausing. What are we going to do? Now, I was fortunate enough to kind of beat the scalpers a lot of times, okay? by my own color. But the reason I was able to beat these scalpers because I took deep measures. And everyone can't take those deep measures that I took. Want to know what some of those measures were? Okay, here we go. Every website, I made sure I was signed into all of them. That's it. No, I'm not joking. That's not it. But that was one of the most important things. So Best Buy was signed into my account, already had my payment method set up, already had my address. Walmart, same thing. Microsoft website, same thing. Newegg, same thing. Target, same thing. Go on and on and on. Every single one of them, I had my stuff set up. GameStop, same thing. So once I had this set up, I know all I have to do is refresh this page, hit buy, submit. That's what you want to do. The reason you want to do that is because there's going to be thousands of other people doing the same thing. And you want to be able to shortcut them any way you can. Okay? Any way. Okay? That is a great way. Another one is to have multiple devices like I had. I had multiple devices. That worked. I had the same thing signed in and everything. And the multiple devices, I think, was really the winner for me because I was trying both of them, and then all of a sudden the laptop was going through and the desktop didn't. So I was like, oh, I'm finishing on the laptop. Got it. And I was done. And, you know, don't give up. A big thing is persistence. So if you see, you come on there, and the moment it hits, let's say 6 o'clock, 6 p.m., they say, hey, we're going to have these PS5s restock 6 p.m. You better stay tuned. And the moment it hits 6, we're selling them. And at 5:59, you refresh. And nothing shows, but at 6 o'clock on the dot, you click it, it says sold out. Keep refreshing. I have found that, and it's just me, I'm not sure, but if you keep refreshing, sometimes it pops up that allows you to buy. And I don't know if this is because maybe someone has one, or maybe someone ordered too many, or have too many in a cart. Maybe they come out the cart, and maybe they're then, I'm not sure, but it takes some time, okay? It's Christmas, and I know a lot of people want to get systems for their kids and everything. So please pay attention to the release dates. If you do see release dates, take notes. I have a video where I went over all these different tools or things to use. I want you guys to be able to get your son, your daughter, or yourselves the next-gen system that you want. And the restocks are coming. Sony has talked about the restocks. Microsoft has talked about the restocks because this Christmas, they're really pushing to get out as many systems as possible. It seems like PlayStation 5 is just killing Microsoft on production side of things, and I think that's really why the sales are just going crazy. They're just the PlayStation 5, I think they planned this and had those dev kits out and a lot of other things beforehand. I think Microsoft may have forced it or underprojected due to COVID. A lot of other things that could have played in that. But I just think that Sony, they're selling a lot more systems because they have more produced. And it's like the rate that they're selling out is crazy. We just talked about the Walmart thing. So, you know, that was amazing. But other than that, I'm going to go ahead and take calls. Let me get you pulled up here. Okay, let me get Skype pulled up. Just give me a moment. All right, because I know I didn't seen some calls come in, and I missed a couple. I apologize. But let me go ahead. Here we go. NickMoses05 PodCast. Who do I have on the line?
You got Joe Farrelly. What's going on, my brother?
Oh, man, I'm doing good, Joe. How you doing today, man?
I'm doing awesome. How are you?
I'm doing good. Now, Joe, you know, we went over a lot of these different subjects, man, and some of the things I want you, because I know you have been like, and one of the things I think it was Becoming Undone, called you G.I. Joe. You've been on the front lines testing. Okay, so I know last I spoke with you, you haven't updated to 11.0.1, but do you know anybody that has, and how have things been going for them?
Yes, I helped about 4 or 5 people on 11.0 and 11.0.1.
Okay.
I'll tell you what's wrong with it so far. The yellow screens are still happening, but not as frequently on 11.0.1 on the newest update. Themes will not work in any way, shape, or form for 11.0 and 11.0.1. Themes will not work. This is just for atmosphere only. The tinfoil, it goes on and it goes off. Sometimes you're able to download, sometimes you're not able to download. A lot of the applications haven't been updated. It's very buggy, and it's definitely still in beta. And I've learned something from working with Atmosphere and SXOS. It seems like a lot of new people that have come to the scenes use Atmosphere, and a lot of people like me and you that are very smart, with computers and stuff are using SXOS because we're smarter. We're going to go for the faster and easier method. Atmosphere, it's great firmware, it's freeware, but it's so buggy. Like, I keep telling people, just make sure you stay offline on Atmosphere. Somebody messaged me, I'm not going to mention his name. He's like, oh, my switch is not working, this, that, and the other. First thing I said, did you leave the Wi-Fi on? Yes. Check your firmware, probably automatically updated. Oh, it did. Then I sent them my package file. The switches are automatically updating themselves now. It doesn't matter if you're banned or not banned, and I've never seen this happen before.
And I will admit to that, Joe. I've been one that have 2 switches that are banned, and both of them did have the update right there. I mean, it's just like, hey, update. So I'm glad you put that out there so everybody knows, regardless if you're banned or not, the update's going to push to it. So, Joe, based on that, I'm going to move on to the other topic after this question, but based on that, do you feel like updating to 11.0 or, any releases after that is worth it, for any reason at this point, or do you recommend everyone just kind of stay on 10.2 or anything lower than 11 at this point?
Okay, here's the deal. I'm not hating on Atmosphere or whatever. I'm just talking my piece. If you're on Atmosphere, stay on 10.2.0. If you're on SXOS, stay on 11. You can update safely to 11.0.0. You will lose themes. Some applications will not work, but things are being fixed. It takes time. It's not like they're sitting there in mother's basement and ripping through code and getting everything done in 2 seconds, like in the Chinese restaurant. 10 minutes, no problem. 10 minutes.
Oh my goodness, man. Oh, Joe, you had me just rock my microphone, man. So, I will agree with you there, man. I've used it, and I've used Atmosphere, and I haven't done a lot of testing. They both have worked fine for me, but from what I'm hearing across the board, I've heard multiple people who have said SXOS seems to run more stable, and that's just me, okay? And I see MMA Junkie, things work. So, we might have to talk. MMA Junkie, we might have to talk about that things. Maybe I got to do a video, and we got to get this straightened out, because he said themes does work, and I haven't tested them either. I know they haven't worked for me. I know there was a theme injector that was meant for 11.0. Not sure if that works. And, so nonetheless, MMA Junkie, we're going to holler. We don't definitely holler at that. So, Joe, now, Cyberpunk 2077. For me, I'm thinking about going and buying it, man. Do you think I should spend my hard-earned dollars? Or you say, man, you better get you a Codex of Fit Girl pack?
Yeah, get yourself a Codex pack, because here's the deal. I just found this out today. Cyberpunk 2077 wasn't made for the Xbox Series X and the PS5 hardware. You're paying $60+ for downgraded software. Get it for the gaming PC.
Yes, that is correct. I heard the same thing. I do believe those next gen releases are coming out in March. If I'm correct.
And
go ahead.
And here's the deal. A lot of the textures are messed up. I've only played the game for 40 minutes, but my friend, he's 20 years old and he lives at home with mommy and doesn't work. So he has all the time to play the games, which is great because I can say, hey, what's wrong with the game? Oh, this is what's wrong with the game. So he tells me a lot of the textures are messed up. This is my feeling. Look, if you're going to get Cyberpunk 2077 and you have a gaming PC and you also have a console, get it on the PC, because the hackers are going to fix the game up much, much, much better than the official people. They always do this all the time. No matter what system it is, if it's hacked, they're going to do a lot better job at it.
Nice. Now, that specimen, yeah, definitely send me that private track. You know what I'm talking about? And I know, Joe, you was going to send me something too. Y'all can definitely send me. Okay, but so the next one, tryhards destroyed me. Now, Joe, these tryhards, they'd kill me, man. I was playing Fortnite. My daughter, this is my oldest daughter. She's 16. I was sitting out there with her. She plays Fortnite on the phone, and she was watching me getting thrashed, and I was very embarrassed. It was the first time I was in front of my daughter, and I was just getting whooped ridiculously. And I think it was because, everybody I'm playing, I'm level 10. I just started this season, and they tearing me up. Is it to the point where some games are just a try-hard type of game, or do you think it's just that some people just have no time in their hands, and they just spend all their time playing one game?
they have no time on their hands, and they're either not working. I'm not dissing anybody that's not working, but let's say, you're like my friend, he's 20 years old, he lost his job, his family has a lot of money. So, he stays at home all day and plays video games, and, he's much better than I am. I used to be that way when I was 15, having the PS1 and the PS2 and everything. I could demolish anything. Now I get my ass kicked like there's no tomorrow because you're not in it every day. Like, for instance, I only played Cyberpunk for 40 minutes. That's it. I know some people that played it, for 24 hours. I'm like, shit, I wish I could do that. Man, but, it's being an adult,
Yeah, I'm with you on that. Now, let me ask Joe, do you think that as we age and we're being older than these younger guys out there, do you think that we're losing some senses, or these younger guys have some physical capabilities that are better than we have? Or do you think that the older generation will probably be better on the hand and eye coordination and those type of things?
Oh, no, absolutely not. The younger generation has it because, before what happened, with the world and everything, you'd go out to the supermarket and you see like a 4-year-old on a tablet. I'm like, oh my God, I can't believe they could use a tablet. They're learning those skills at a young age, just like on one of your older videos, trying to recruit these kids to, drive these, silos and, drive all these military weapons at 11 years old. Mommy, I just nuked the whole Ukraine village. That's what it is.
I agree with you, man. These kids, and my daughter's one. My youngest daughter is one that's just works the tablet. Fabulous. She's even gotten to the point where she could see certain icons, and just based on the icons, she know if it's Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, or
it's all that muscle memory. You build that up, and you save it for a long time.
And I'm with you on that. I feel that way. I actually felt like as I'm watching, my daughter and my son play, I just feel like it's something they got that I don't got. And you're right. Now, if I play something simple like Roll Company, I'm great. We don't have to build and do all that other stuff. We just, basic hide, point, and shoot. But when it comes to multiple things and doing all this crazy stuff at the same time, they're able to do it like almost nothing.
Yeah. Also, some of the games, without sounding too old, some of the games are getting too complicated. Like, I don't expect my hand to be held during the whole game, but it's just like, for instance, with Skyrim, I haven't played that game in months, and I kind of forget where I am. I kind of don't remember what the map looks like, and I have to, look at old saves to try to figure out what I'm doing. It's kind of it's not too complicated, but it's kind of not, you know what I'm saying? Guide the people a little bit more. They should make a senior mode and make a kid mode.
Oh, that'd be lovely, man. You killed it with that one. Now, Joe, I'm gonna ask, you were one that also posted the link on the page about Atika. All right, and what Nintendo sending a cease and desist letter to stop the making of these Joy-Cons. What do you know about that, Joe? And also, let me ask, how do you feel about it?
That broke my heart when I read that because this is kind of like with the hacked firmware in a way. I'll get back to that on a second. This kid, I've never seen any of his videos. I never heard of him. I read the article. I'm like, this is a shame. He was, raising money. These controllers were being not even sold in the stores. They were being sold on Etsy, and they were buying the controllers, and they were making very little profit just to pay for the product, and all the money was getting donated to I think Suicide Watch, or I forget what it was, the organization. No one was making money out of this. It was 100% donation. Nintendo gets all pissed off because it has their logo on it. This makes them look bad. Anytime you tell a company, hey, a private person, look, we don't want you to do this for a donation, you look much worse than saying, okay, yeah, let's do it. Because maybe Nintendo could have partnered with that Eco, or however you pronounce his name, and said, hey, let's make a limited edition of, when our new Nintendo Switch comes out, which is going to be hacked by Team Executor, let's have limited edition Joy-Cons. They could have done something like that. I mean, come on, you lost no money, but here's the deal. Bad publicity is really bad, but good publicity is really good because they advertise themselves. Hey, look what Nintendo's doing. Microsoft never did this. Sony never did this, but now you're hating on this. I guarantee you if someone went to Sony or Microsoft and did something like that, they would do it. Guarantee they would do it.
No, and I'm with you on that, man. I guarantee they would have done it as well. The moment I heard this, I couldn't even believe it. because usually, okay, and this is just, I'm speaking from measly old me. Okay, I'm not the CEO sitting in the velvet seat with the velvet rug and, the wood grain desk and all that. Not that. But I would say, if I see something as this, where really you don't have to do nothing. Everyone else has already laid the groundwork for you. They got everything planned out. Couldn't you just send somebody in and say, hey, we want to cease and desist, but instead of that, we want to be involved? And just get involved and follow through. What do you think about that? Do you think Nintendo could have got involved if they wanted to?
Yeah, they could have gotten involved, and they should have gotten involved. They said, hey, this is going to a good organization. See, here's the deal with mental health. People think, oh, it's just an excuse. He's fine. He could do it. He could be fine. And some people, commit suicide or, hurt themselves or hurt other people. It's a really big problem that nobody understands. It's so crazy. Nintendo is so trigger happy and so let's shoot everybody down. They're so mad about the piracy scenes. I can understand piracy, but the homebrew scenes and the hacking scenes. But here's the deal. They're so cheap. They don't even join the bounty program. Microsoft is in it and Sony's in it. Look, Xbox One hasn't been hacked in, public. It's only been done in private. No one's gotten that damn system hacked, and it's come on. It's crazy. It's you're going after all these companies. Private people selling RCM loaders with a damn payload on it, which you can't activate unless you buy a license key. Oh, let's close down his auctions. Let's send him a cease and desist letter. Over a freaking payloader, you could do it on a cell phone or a computer. Why don't they go after the people that make the signature patches for Atmosphere? Why don't they go after them and go after Atmosphere and go after RainX and go after this and go after the computers? They are too trigger happy.
Nah, I'm with you. You said it best. I don't even think I can say it better, man. Now, Joe, before I let you go, one of the things I want to talk about is Atmosphere releasing the update, and Team Executor, I'm sure, will be coming shortly. Anything you would say to anyone who is on SXOS right now, as far as if they're working fine, to stay working, should they update? What do you think they should do at this point to stay safe so they don't mess everything up?
Stay safe with SXOS. Stay on 11.0. Mostly everything's working. Themes aren't really working. You're getting that black screen with the numbers on it, the error code, and that's about it. Themes are themes. I'd rather play a game than play with themes. Also, something else I wanted to mention too. Do you know how you go to download the offline update for your OFW?
Yep.
I think Team Executor is behind that. And this is my theory on that, because here's the deal. I keep checking the archives where I get my OFW from, and that 11.0.1 has been released. Anytime the Team Executor hacks their firmware and releases the new boot.dat, there's always a new OFW in about maybe 24 hours or maybe a day and a half. And you'll see the OFW. I don't see any OFW. I think they're the ones dumping the OFW so everyone can update their firmware offline.
Nice. And I'm going to keep an eye out for that. Man, that was a great theory. I'm definitely going to keep my eye out for that. Joe, my man, as always, I'm going to be talking with you. You see the overlay I talked to you about the possible debate show, game show. We're going to be doing other things. So, Joe.
Oh, definitely. That'd be awesome. I'd love that.
You're going to be included, man. So, other than that, Joe, I appreciate your time, man. You take it easy, my dude.
All right, you too. Thank you, Nick.
Later, man. NickMoses05 PodCast. Who do I have on the line?
It's becoming undone. How you doing, my friend?
Oh, snap, my man. How you doing today?
I'm just chilling out on a Sunday evening. What about yourself?
Man, same here, man. Just relaxing. I got some stuff I'm going to run and do after this. But nonetheless, off of that, I'm glad that you called in because I already know you got some good stuff to say. So I'm just going to throw a couple at you, okay? Now the release of this new firmware with Nintendo, 11.0.1. I want to ask, how do you feel about that? Do you think Nintendo is really trying to just continue breaking the custom firmware, or do you think that this update was really needed and in the meantime they're just like, we'll break it in the process?
I think they just trying to play the cat and mouse game. They just trying to give Team X a headache, and maybe they're hoping and maybe they're praying that they just go say, well, you know what? forget it. I'm tired of messing with this.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, and I will say that, just my thought, they are just so like, I don't know. I think that this cat and mouse thing is like pointless at this point because just based on how fast 11.0 got updated. And then 11.0.1, bam, it's going to get updated again. But you're right. Maybe they're just feeling like the hassle, people will get tired of it and do something else. So now, with that out the way, I know you've been wanting to use Team Executor. So I'm going to jump one. I got to ask you. To everybody out there, to all my Atmosphere users that's right now using 11.0.1, and they looking at you and they like, ha, you can't get on the latest firmware and use it. What do you say to them?
Why? I mean, what is there for that? There's no new games. There's really nothing out there to do on that. I mean, there's no reason for me to update. There's nothing come out that gives me a reason for me to jump the gun to jump up to 11.0.1. There's nothing.
Yeah, I'm with you on that. I don't think it's nothing for me. I could have, I do it for testing purposes, but I could have stayed on 10.2. I got so many games I need to catch up on in the catalog that I haven't even touched anything new. So now, this is something I know you're going to relate to, man. It's being one of the OGs calling in, man, and we're a little bit older. How do you feel about these tryhards in gaming? Do you think it's just the kids are better because they used to playing with it more? Or do you think we're losing our abilities? We getting older. We don't have the hand and eye coordination like we used to. What do you think it is?
I think it's a case-by-case basis. I mean, because some people, the kids, some of them are just geniuses, man. I'm going to be honest. It seems like, when I was growing up, we didn't have as much technology, so, it's less exposure. We didn't get to be on the scene as quick and as young and stuff like that. So, yeah, I mean, it's going to be a little bit lack there. But now these kids growing up, they working cell phones at 18 months old, learn how to fool with all that junk. And then, they playing games so many hours a day. Of course, when I was younger, I was playing games, but it wasn't as advanced. We didn't have these Xbox controllers. We had the Super Nintendo, the little directional pad. We didn't have the joysticks and crap up on the side, except for maybe the Street Fighter, that little game pad. That we had that for that. But, I mean, gaming's come a long way since I was growing up and stuff like that. So, I mean, it's a combination of things, and it's a case-by-case basis, individuals. Some people are great with fighting games. Some people are great with shooters, and some people, they just stick to the turn-based RPGs and stuff. So, a little bit of everything.
You hitting it. You killing it today, man. So I'm going to ask you, top game of 2020. We already know this the most eventful year. All types of stuff that happened. So I'm going to ask you, my man be coming undone with all the games, everything you can play. What game for you, either you played or you seen, what game that you feel is like, yo, this game deserves top game of the year for 2020?
Well, I'm probably going to have people disagree with me, but because of the hype and because of the publicity, whether it be good or bad, I'm probably going to say Cyberpunk, just for the fact that you got my man, Keanu Reeves, and he is just like, he's the cover boy for it. You know what I'm saying? He's John Wick, man. If you mess with the Cyberpunk 2077 and you don't like it, he's going to come to your house and he's going to John Wick you, man.
Hey, I done seen John Wick 1, 2, and 3, man. You ain't lying. If John Wick is coming, wrap it up, man. You're done. You ain't getting away from John Wick. Yo, and you know what? I'm going to try it. I will be talking back on how it is, but I've seen it, and just looking at it, looks gorgeous. To me, looked at it, just the whole futuristic, the neon green and the shining here, and just, I love the look of it. So I am going to dive into it. I seen some people got some links out there. Hopefully we get a little lucky, Okay, so now, Atmosphere versus Team Executor is something that, I speak about all the time. We talk about it all the time. It don't never get old. Mm-hmm. Okay. So, Atmosphere users right now, I'm hearing, feel like Team Executor is really not doing anything but just copying and pasting their stuff. That's what I'm hearing. I'm hearing everybody saying it's just copy and paste. That's all they're doing. If that is what they're doing, do you think that there's any reason that Atmosphere users need SXOS? Is there any reason they should get SXOS? Is there something that you could say to an Atmosphere user like, yo, trust me, I'm going to save your life. This is why you need to spend $40?
It's a simple phrase, and everybody in life could take this phrase, and they could glean from it, man. You work smarter, not harder. Hey, if it's cut and paste, man, it's that simple, you know. But work smarter, not harder, you know. I'm not condoning the stealing part of it, but I mean it's that simple. I mean, why are you gonna break your back when you got the machinery over there to help you do your job easier?
Nah, I'm with you, man. You like, hey, don't even waste your time trying to figure that out. And I will say this, just for me, if you are a person that does modifications for other people, and you have the choice to set up a user or a customer with Atmosphere or SXOS, it's different. Because I might say, hey, I could tell my customer, hey, how about you pay this much and you can go ahead and set this up. And then maybe I only charge them, $20 or something like that. But if you set up Atmosphere, they go, oh, I charge you $50, and I have everything ready for you. But then when they leave, they have no idea how to use it. And, so for those people, definitely, I would love to get somebody that just doing tons of switches. I would like to know how that goes from customer standpoint. But nonetheless, becoming undone, I got to ask you. The employees at Walmart got their PS5s early. I got to ask you personally. I know how it feels to be one of those, you're older. Let's say you're getting something from your children. You got a niece, a nephew. You're going in there to get them the PlayStation 5. You are number 6 in line. Okay? And they say, hey, we only got 4. And then you see 2 Walmart employees grab 2 of them. How do you feel about that?
I'm going to say, hey, I want theirs because they ain't off the clock yet. They still in their suit. Hey, give them on over this way. They got to get in line like everybody else. Let them get their little tickets.
All right. Now I'm going to ask you, do you think these Walmart employees should have any benefit or any early access or anything to these systems besides an employee discount?
Well, I mean, I don't know. I guess depends on, what the discount is, but if there is like an early benefit, I would say, maybe hook them up with, like a game bundle, so to speak. If they're not getting a bundle already, hook them up with another game or something, because I'm gonna be honest, Walmart, it's a major chain, and they've been hiring some people during this COVID-19 issues. Don't get me wrong, they've been hiring some people left and right. Walmart has been being the backbone of my community for one thing, and definitely putting stuff out there, and they've been hiring people at like $11-12 an hour. For my small community, that's been like a big thing for people to get them some work. So, but yeah, they should have a little bit of stuff. I'm not necessarily saying, hey, let them get out there in the stock room and just grab them right off the thing before everybody else can have access to them. But I don't know, maybe, figure something out, that way it kind of creates some equality between everybody, the customer and the employees. There'll be something they can figure out.
No, I agree with you. I was thinking about that. I had somebody bring that to me, and then I had to put myself, and every time I bring up these dilemmas, I put myself in the other person's shoes. So I put myself in the employee's shoes. So I said, yo, what if I'm working in the electronic department? I've been telling all these customers all about the system, but at the same time, I want the system just the same. And I've been trying to put in my bid just the same way. But now they say, hey, we only got 4 systems. And I've been putting in work. I brought Walmart hundreds of dollars on my extra sales. I've been grinding. I'm getting this damn system. And then I started to think differently. And I said, well, maybe they do. But you know what? It ain't right. You're right. I'm with you. We got 100 people back there in the line. You got 4 systems and 2 people. I think the employee discount is good enough. I'm with you on that. I think that's good enough. But I'm going to say next, Nintendo stopping Atika's Joy-Cons. Okay. and they were gonna be called the T-Cons. That was gonna be the nickname for it, but they raised I think it's $36,000. They were gonna make these custom Joy-Cons in memory of Desmond. Okay, famous YouTuber, I think 800,000 subscribers. Unfortunately committed suicide. I'm sure probably dealing with some mental health issues, mentioned about self-harm. Nintendo sent him a cease and desist letter. I don't care, Nintendo says. It's our product. I don't give a damn who passed away or what you're doing. Don't touch my stuff. How do you feel about that?
I feel like Nintendo missed the mark big time. They had an opportunity to really change not only the light on mental health and suicide and the stigma behind all that stuff, because me myself, I kind of suffer from depression, and at times, I'm just as happy-go-lucky as other people. Other times, I can get real down, and they really dropped the ball on that. Not just the suicide and mental health part, but they let the greed cloud them. They let the kind of God complex. We own this. This is an RIP thing, and they really could have made a big difference. I think kind of the legal thing going into that, they could have maybe handled that a lot different. They could have even donated above and beyond that, and like you mentioned, maybe customize some Joy-Cons, or they could have even did something even different and maybe had a stream and had a representative out there and donated some systems or something like that to be auctioned off. They make these customized Animal Crossing systems. They make these customized Zelda controllers and different stuff like that. They could have made a real big difference, and they dropped the ball big time. And if it was up to me myself, and I'm not trying to really just hurt a business, I say boycott them. I say just run them in the ground, hurt that profit. You hurt a man's wallet, you go hurt them real big time, and you put them in the ground, Dad really hurt them. And I'm not trying to just wish Will ill, but this is child crap. This is bull crap that they're doing for some of this stuff, and I'm not trying to condone piracy and stuff like that, in a sense, but because I like to try before I buy. Y'all have heard my story many times before, but this right here, that's stupid. That's just plain stupid. That's them not giving a crap about nobody but me, myself, and I. And they could have been a team player. They could have went above and beyond and really handled it a lot better. Shame on Nintendo.
I agree, man. And as I read that story, I couldn't even believe. Like I said, I just told Joe, I couldn't even believe it, because usually, I think of today's society in 2020. Public image is like everything. And, the little battles are like, I don't care. But when it's dealing with big social influencers, these are people who, this not only he loved, and I seen Alchemy Gaming mention, he was a Nintendo fanboy, loved Nintendo, raved about Nintendo, made countless videos of Nintendo, thousands of views. So, he brought some type of awareness to their games, their hardware, sales. And then for them to do this, and not only that, it's not like they raised, $500 million. It was $36,000. Nintendo could have coughed up $50,000 and donated it to the Jet Foundation. So I did find that pretty disgusting. It was very disturbing. And you're right, and I'm one that I don't wish it well. I don't usually like to say, hey, boycott them and all that, because, it may be, I love from my standpoint, I want to hear the other side. Why is that? Why does the cease and desist come at this point? Maybe there's something I'm missing, and I don't know. But I don't feel right about it. I think it's disgusting. I can't even believe they did it. So,
and one other thing.
Go ahead.
Japan and China area, they have some of the highest suicide rates of places like that. So, they got to have some mental health issues over there, and it's kind of like a taboo, just like it is around here. So you would think they might have been a little bit more, empathetic for that issue.
Yeah, I hear you. Now, My man, Becoming Undone. As always, love having you on, man. Great points. Is there anything else you got to say to the people before I let you go, my man?
Well, I'm glad you used that on G.I. Joe because he is a trooper out there. That's his new nickname. I'm glad for everybody that's in the chat tonight. People raising up that money for you because, hey, I like seeing those streams.
Oh, yeah.
I like seeing that stream the other day in the middle of the day. You just popping up, surprising us. And as always, I'm going to give you that tagline. People, y'all get in line, give them your lunch money, your food stamps, your welfare check. Support Nick Money. And like, share, and subscribe.
My man, as always, man, you know I love having you on. And I was speaking about Joe. You know, I got other things for everybody calls in, man. So, Becoming Undone, as always, enjoy yourself, my dude.
Yes, sir. Good night.
Now, Becoming Undone, I know I cut him off. I didn't mean to cut you off. I didn't know he was saying something. NickMoses05 PodCast. I had him on the line. They hung up. And I see who this is. Okay. Woo, boy, you come through clear as ever. NickMoses05 Podcast. Who do I have on the line?
Hi Nick. This is Kyle.
Oh man, Kyle. How are you doing?
It's been a while. Not that long though.
Yeah,
I'm all right, thanks.
Been a while, not that long, but you're right. It's good to hear that you're okay. Everything's going good. You see, I'm on here. You know, I got my different overlays. I got my topics going. I'm trying. Yeah, okay. So, Kyle, go ahead. Are you about to say something, Kyle? Go ahead.
I'm trying to figure out if we're on Cyberpunk 2077, yay or nay right now, correct?
And you know what? I'm going to tell you this, okay? As you see, Cyberpunk 2077 looks a little bit dark, doesn't it? Well, you know what? I just did it right before the stream. I was rushing everything, so don't mind that, okay?
I see.
That's just my mistake, okay? I'm going to put that out there. It'll be cleaned up. Next time, it's going to look even better, too. You're going to see my image and have my box. I just, hey, I'm working with it, okay? I'm working with it right now. But, Kyle, so we're going to start. I'm just going to ask you, because I know some of these you know pretty good. Okay, so we're going to start with Nintendo Switch. It's something that you've known about pretty good and in the scene. I'm going to start with the firmware, 11.0.1, which broken anybody who was using SXOS or anyone that was using Atmosphere. Do you think Nintendo will continue to put up these very minimal updates, or do you think Nintendo's going to get tired of this cat and mouse game and they just going to give up?
I don't think Nintendo was gonna give up, but I mean, like, they pushed that out pretty quick after that SXOS was finally worked with 11.0. So, I mean, I'm sure they're gonna do it again once SXOS is on 11.0.1. But it's also looking like that these smaller updates are also gonna be easier to probably patch into SXOS.
I agree. No, I agree with you totally on that. Now, I'm going to ask, since you mentioned Cyberpunk, I'm thinking about buying it, Kyle. I need to know. Okay, I need to know. I'm about to spend, and I'm going to go buy the $60 one. Should I spend $60? Should I wait for the next gen? Or should I just say, yo, Codex, Fit Girl, send me the pack. Holla at me. What do you say?
Oh, I completely forgot about Fit Girl's existence. Got to be honest here.
Yeah, Fit Girl's still around, believe it or not.
I don't know. I'm probably gonna buy it myself because I don't think that we have that crack for it yet.
Okay, and see, that's why I said I haven't got the packs yet, and I haven't got into it. But I
mean, it looks decent, except for the latest version. Since there's a problem where if you don't have the disc version, you can't play it. But other than that.
Other than that,
the game's good.
Oh, that was hilarious, man. Yeah, other than you not having a disc, the game's great, But, so Kyle, now I gotta ask you, Kyle is a young OG for those who do not know. So as I speak about tryhards, Kyle, I feel like I'm kind of talking to you. Because it's the younger generation, I feel like that's destroying me. It's not like I'm on the game and then I get destroyed and it's a 40-year-old man doing the loser dance over my body. It's usually a younger kid. So, Kyle, do you feel like tryhards is something of a younger generation, or do you feel like it's anyone that has enough time to be a tryhard?
I mean, I feel like that it's always been a thing. Sorry, I have to sneeze and it won't happen. It just won't. It just kind of stopped happening. And while I was saying that, it just kind of was feeling like it was gonna happen. But anyways, yeah, no, I feel like that tryhards have always been a thing, but it's really getting worse the more that online becomes a thing that is well known and is in younger audiences' hands, because it typically there's like this sweet spot where that you don't really have anything to do other than to play this specific video game all day, every day. So,
and I'm glad. And Alchemy Gaming, shout out to Alchemy Gaming, mentioned something. And Chunky, 43 hours, 20 minutes already. Wow, Cyberpunk. But he said, define a tryhard. What would you define, Kyle, as a tryhard?
I mean, like, sometimes people aren't really, like you can't really be mad at people who are just really way better at the game, but I don't know. I feel like that the definition, I feel like that word's way too vague, you know?
Hey, I'm glad you said that, Kyle. You hit it to the T. It is a vague word because, you know, for someone, let's say, hey, I decide today I want to become good at the game, so I devote 6 hours a day into the game. Am I a tryhard because I devoted time to get better, or am I just practicing to get better?
Try hard if you're just playing and you're trying your best to win, and you still don't win, but that's still trying.
Yeah,
like
you're killing it. You're killing it right now, and I agree. Now, for me, when I heard that term, I thought the same thing, and then the way it was referenced was as someone who was playing a game that typically is not a game that you would try hard in, but they try hard anyway. Okay, and the definition they brought to me at that point, and the one I think TikTok guy was Fall Guys, which makes sense. You know, Fall Guys, a party game, playing with tons of people. You know, who's gonna really try to be the best in the world at Fall Guys, right? And then you got someone who's literally, I've never lost in Fall Guys. Do you think that guy would be considered a tryhard? Would you just say, hey, he practiced more than you guys and you guys suck?
Well, I mean, if he says that he's never lost ever, even on his first game, I wouldn't believe him. So,
yo,
I mean,
they said never. Like they said never. Like he maybe he played on another profile and then jumped on one and just became a, you know, he never lost. I don't know how it is, but I'm with you on that. So, Kyle, now we're going to move. Top game of 2020. I already know you with games. I'm sure you probably already got one. What do you have for the top game of 2020?
I don't think I played any games that have come out in 2020.
So I take it you got a robust catalog that you're catching up on.
No, not really. I haven't really gotten any new games recently. Like, okay. I've just been playing some old games. Like I came back to Skyrim recently.
Nice. Okay, and I'm not mad at you for the old games, man. Because you know what, I'm the same way. I can't tell you how many times I bust out. I mean, ask my daughter. I just played Halo, Master Chief's Collector's Edition, just not that long ago yesterday. I just felt like playing some Griffball, hitting some people with a couple hammers. I don't know why. I just got the need. You know what I mean? So I definitely understand about playing those old school games. I'm not mad at you. I'm actually glad, man. You being a young OG that you are, playing those old school games. Are you sure you're not 40 and living in a 15-year-old body?
I don't know. I'm pretty sure. I mean, I don't have any memories of when I was 40, but
okay.
You know.
Okay. You know, I just had to ask. I did. You know, you never know. But now we will get to, and I would go ahead and do Atmosphere versus Team Executor, but we do it all the time, Kyle, and I already know how you feel about it. But let me just go ahead, Kyle. How do you feel about Atmosphere versus Team Executor? Do you care which one's better? Do you think they should be fighting? Should they not? How do you feel about that whole thing?
I mean, I feel like that they're a part of the same community, so.
Okay. All right, so I got you. Same community, so pretty much, why are you guys fighting? You're in the same community. Just get along, get it over with.
One may be better than the other, but they both have their advantages. They both have disadvantages. Like, come on. What if you want to use both? What about is Reenact still alive? Is that still developed?
You know, I heard that the team split up. That's what I heard. I don't know. I think it was Dead Specimen that mentioned that. But, you know, they were a thing at some time.
Just about to say, what if I want to use Reenix?
Yeah, we gotta throw them in a debate now.
Because that's like kind of like the sweet spot between the two, you know? Well, was, anyways.
Nah, and you're right. It was kind of like the sweet spot between the two. I kind of seen it, and I might go a little too geeky here, but Kyle, I know you know. Okay, it's kind of like the POP, the IMAP, the Exchange, dealing with email. You know, that's kind of how I feel. It's like the Reenix was kind of like the IMAP. Okay, it wasn't a POP, wasn't Exchange. But, you know, you got kind of the best of both worlds right there. So,
no, Exchange is way better than IMAP. Gotta be honest here.
Exchange is 10 times better than IMAP.
But it also requires to have a way more expensive server to run.
Yeah, true. You do.
It costs more money.
Yeah, it does. But night and day.
It also has to support Microsoft, and fuck Microsoft.
Yeah, I know.
Sorry.
Oh, see, man, and Microsoft is my friend, man. I'm so hurt. How could you? Why? Now I have to ask, why the hate to Microsoft?
Well, I mean, I like Linux. Sorry, that's one word.
Okay.
There you go.
No, and I'm like that. That's what I love. Because that's me. I don't even be having legit reasons. I just say, you know what? I like Windows. And they go, well, what the hell? You got a Mac over there, Nick, that you've been using for the past 2 years to edit videos on, too. So what the hell? I don't care. That's just Final Cut Pro is a nice software. That's all I care about. Windows is where it's at. So you use Linux?
Use Windows most of the time. But I still use Linux. I like Linux better. I like the ability to change anything.
Okay. No, I can't hate on you on that, man. Linux, you could do everything you want to do the same way. Well, it's no different if you know what you're doing.
It's not everything, Nick. Like, you can't do everything.
You can't do everything, but you know what I mean. For general use here, okay? We're not going to get too technical there, all right? We got people who have no idea, all right? So, now, I'm going to ask you, Kyle. You got your parents up there. They're like, Kyle, you know what? For Christmas, we're going to get you a PS5. You've been doing great. You know, you've been helping NickMoses05.com plug with his website. You've been doing great. His website's up. You know, we're going to go ahead and get you a PS5 this year. Okay? We want you to come with us. Y'all go stand in line. You're number 4, which means they only got 4. And you sitting there smiling like, yes, hell yeah, oh, I'm getting a PS5. No stopping me. And next thing you know, you see 2 Walmart employees walk off with 2 bags, which means in the line, there's only going to be 2 more being sold. What would you, Kyle, do? Would you do anything? Or would you just say, too bad, so sad, I'm out of here?
I mean, like, did these Walmart employees have permission to leave Walmart before it's closed? Like, they're doing their job right now. They shouldn't be able to be leaving. So I could abuse of that reason and not have them have a job anymore.
And you know what? I'm sure the way social media works, if somebody got a picture of those guys, they probably don't work there. You know, and what's sad, how would you feel being that guy that you talk to your buddy and he said, yo, be up here, man. You better make sure you get early and you get one. You get up there and get a PlayStation 5, spend $500 hard-earned dollars plus tax, and then get fired the next day. God, that would suck to be
I mean, if I worked at a Walmart, I wouldn't really care about that job. So, I mean,
now,
PS5.
Now, Kyle, let me ask: is there something wrong with working with Walmart? What are you? Is it you're too big for the Walmart job? What is going on, Kyle?
No, I'm gonna sound like really judgy here, but I feel like that you'll go there if you don't go to college or university, or if you're currently in college or university. I'm in Canada. They're different things.
Okay, now I'm gonna speak on the record of that, Kyle. I haven't worked at Walmart. Okay, and I won't say anything of it. I don't know. I haven't worked there. But I've been fortunate enough to have other jobs and other things where I haven't, and I have went to college. So I don't want to disagree with anything you're saying either, okay? But there's some people out there who might be making bank. Do you think there's someone right now out there in Walmart who is making that guapo, who is banking. They coming home with bank every week. Do you think it's possible that you could be a Walmart employee and bank?
Well, I mean, there's different levels of employees.
Okay. So at what level do you think at Walmart you're making bank?
I don't know, probably at least a manager.
Okay, all right. Well, that's good. That's good. That means everybody that's working, cashier or something else, you know where to go. Okay, my man Kyle told you. Go ahead and be a manager. Okay. So now I'm gonna ask you, Kyle. Nintendo and these Eticon Joy-Cons, they went ahead and said, hell no. I don't care if you passed away. I don't care if it's your mammy, your daddy. I don't care if you busted your nose. I don't care if your dog is sick. I don't care if you need anything. Cease and desist. Give me that. You ain't making nothing. $36,000, give it back. I don't care if the guy died. I don't care if he's a YouTuber or anything. How do you feel about Nintendo making this strong move to take away this money being raised for the Jed Foundation over this famous YouTuber, Desmond Atika?
I mean, I didn't know anything about this person, gotta be honest here. But still, I feel like... So wait, they modded a Joy-Con, right?
They modded. So, and this is a theory, okay? And I'm going to go ahead and pull it up just to be technical with you. But from what I understand is that they have designed a Joy-Con specific for, or it was in, let's say, the inspiration was made for Desmond Atika, a MoFam. All right. And what they were going to do with all the proceeds being raised from these controllers, they were going to donate to the Jed Foundation. And that was it. It was, I believe they had a whole, campaign that they launched. They had people already ready to buy. All right. So they pretty much, they're ready to go. It's like you got your whole campaign going. They made them. They customized them, everything. Bam. And then Nintendo says, oh, hell no. Cease and desist. That's our Joy-Con that you just changed a little bit. Okay, I ain't hearing that. And they take all the money. Well, they don't take the money. They return the money back to everyone. But they say, cease and desist, you can't do this. Now, what do you think about that?
So, what about these people who are, like, selling Joy-Cons, but they're not real Joy-Cons? And they're definitely not licensed by Nintendo. They're fine with that, but not like somebody just modding their own Joy-Cons and just using them as a fundraiser. Like, come on, man.
Okay, and I like that approach. So you're pretty much saying it was expected. They should have expected that. And I don't want to disagree with you on that, because if I took an Xbox controller right now and let's say I created a modification for it, and all of a sudden I get hit with a cease and desist, I might expect that. But if I created a case for it that went over it and I actually did not adjust anything, then I might have some debate about that. And I don't know the technicals on that, so you might be right. Maybe they, from what I'm hearing, they changed certain things that would make it, possible for Nintendo to complain.
That's not really what I was saying. I was saying, why would Nintendo do that, though? Like, it's just a fundraiser. Come on, man, is what I mean. It's like, why would Nintendo do that? I just don't understand.
Okay.
Why that? Like, I get that they would want to care about their own product, but there's other, I would say, using the example of them not caring about some people selling fake Joy-Cons, but they're not fine with people changing the shell around their Joy-Cons.
Okay. And I agree with you on that. They do pick their battles, and it's simple as that. Okay, they'll just go, hey, you know what? This is one that they seeming like they're making a little headway with this. Okay, they getting their head big. They're thinking they're gonna take this on the road. Well, bam, cease and desist. You know what I mean? That's what I think happened. But nonetheless, my man Kyle, as always, I love to have you on, man. It's good to hear you. Glad to have you back, man. It has been a while since I talked to you. Any last words, my dude, before I let you go?
Subscribe to NickMoses05, like the video or the stream, review to the podcast. I'm not sure if you're still giving away Steam games with that, but you were at one point in time, so
you were. And you know what? I have a crap load of Steam keys. I'm just sitting there, but what I'm gonna be doing is, because some people were having difficulty finding or where to put stuff on the podcast and different things. So what I'm going to do is I have this overlay like here. I have another one for a game show. I have another one for a debate show. And we're going to be using those to kind of feed those theme keys to everybody. So, nope, you're right. Still there, still coming. Kyle, I appreciate it. And other than that, Kyle, my man, I appreciate the time. You enjoy your day, my dude.
Thank you, Nick. Have a good day.
NickMoses05 Podcast. Who do I have on the line?
Hey man, what's up? Oh, I'm sorry. I just got a text now. I think there's someone at my door. Oh, text. New Switch firmware update. Oh man, I wonder if that has to do with who's at the door. Oh, would you look at that? I just opened my door. The W's back.
Yo, so the W ran away, and the W has come back.
It ran away for a bit. The L came to me. The L has now left, and the W has returned.
Oh, it is my man, Dead Specimen. And you know, Dead Specimen, I will have to say, at this moment and time, the W is at your house. You are right.
Now, I will say, I also, real quick, want to say, Etika. That's how it is. I cannot represent that in text. Etika.
Etika. There you go. Etika. Itikai. Oh, thank you. Etika. We needed that. Oh, gosh, we needed that. Okay, so Etika. Man, I thank you for saving that. Now, Dead Specimen, we already know, and I'm going to jump into some of these topics, but for those who don't know, Alchemy Gaming, okay, it seems like you and Alchemy have been going back and forth with memes. You know, it's all in the fun and love, you know, but... You know, last time Alchemy Gaming hit you with a hard one, okay? You was like, hey, SXOS is dead. You did the whoop, whoop. And you know, you're right. You had the W over your head. And then he said, well, bam! He creates his own meme. He throws it at your face. Pow! Shut up, Dead Specimen. You sit down. And then you go, oh, man, I got to take this L. I got to take this L. But the W has come back, okay? So how are you feeling right now?
How am I feeling? I'll go back to what I said Friday. They're just doing this because they know the updates are going to be slower. And I saw a thing out, right? I have made it clear I am not a Sires dick sucker. I don't like Sires really at all. But I will say one thing he did see, and Alec and my man, y'all are going to have rebuttals to this, but this is just what he said, and you know what? This may or may not be true. But according to him and the way that he looked at the SX, the update for 11, something in it showed that there were some new developers apparently. So it wouldn't shock me if perhaps maybe there's some new developers on the scene who are, you know, they might be slower, they might be quicker, but either way, you know, it did take a hot minute for that SXO update to come out, more than usual. Not long, I'll say that. Again, I will keep the L on that. They got it out fairly quickly. But maybe, you know, something like that happened. Now they've got, you know, slower update or slower coders, and so it wouldn't shock me if it just became a theme where updates come out a bit slower than usual.
Okay. And you know what? I see what you're saying, Dead Specimen. You're saying they paid for new developers just for you. I hear it.
Not just for me. That's not what I'm saying, yo.
I hear what you're going. And you know what? I might not doubt you, because you was on them. You was on them hard, man. They was kind of sweating. I can see Alchemy Gaming like, I'm not about to let this Dead Specimen. What type of name is? He's not going to disrespect me tonight, okay? And I can see Alchemy Gaming, right? He was just making that meme. And as he was making it, he was like, I'm going to destroy this dude. This guy's just going to crap in his pants after he watched this. And next thing you know, bam. And you're right. I did hear about the new developer thing. I don't know. I don't recall, but I did hear that. I heard the same thing. And Sires, you're right. He was one that mentioned it. I think someone else mentioned it as well. But it was something that was mentioned with the way I believe the numbering of the updates went. And there was also things inside of the code that led to that theory. And you know, we got Alchemy Gaming here saying, hell no. Same old. Oh, jeez. You're just hating. I don't, you know. That's
Alchemy, you need to make a Twitter account and you need to start posting replies to Sires and trying to rebuttal his stuff. I would actually love to see that go down.
Okay. And you know what? If they both were on here, do you know how much? You know what? Let it happen on NickMoses05 Podcast. I'm going to have all the bombs and alarms on that episode.
The problem with that, though, Cyrus lives in France. You need to get a U.S. phone number or some program that lets him call to the U.S. I don't know how easy that would be.
Hey, ¿cómo te le
Oh,
va?
Discord, but he's a busy man too, so.
I can do a little French there. Okay, if you want to. But nonetheless, okay, I got to get you dead specimen. I got to ask. It's a lot of things. I got on here as the topics. But I want to get to you on some of the hot ones. First, top game of 2020. I got to know, what do you got? What do you got?
Top game 2020. Well, I never really bought any 2020 games, honestly. But I will say Cyberpunk, I will say I did get that Codex package. I did do that. But man, I don't know. I haven't really bothered playing it too much, and it's a great game, but I've been seeing all the stuff that's been coming out this year, and I don't really know if I could call it Game of the Year. So if I had to throw a Game of the Year out award, it would be take all the games that have come out this year, put them into a dog pen, and just throw the trophy and see who gets to it first.
Yo, and you know what? I'm not mad at you for that. It is quite a few games that are out there, and Cyberpunk is one that I'm definitely gonna hit a link. Okay, but once I go ahead and try it, and then I'll go ahead and I could judge that. But I'm the same way. I can't just say right off the bat. It's just like, hey, it just came out. I play it for 2 days, and I go, oh, Game of the Year. Because you could fall flat towards the second half of the game or something like that. And you're right, so many games of 2020. But I only bought, and I think, I might quote, let me think on that. I might have purchased more than that. But I know I bought Call of Duty, okay? I bought Cold War. That's probably been the only one. And I'm thinking of Cyberpunk. So based off that, you guys got me on the fence. I don't know, okay? I don't know if I'm going to buy it. But now I got to ask you, Dead Specimen, tryhards. How do you feel about tryhards? Do you think tryhards is a problem? Are you a tryhard? Or what do you feel about it?
See, my problem is that I have garbage reflexes, and so try hard or not, I'm going to get my ass kicked. So I don't actually even really play games online anymore. Like, I play, games where the whole point isn't to, have the fastest reflexes and get the most kills. But when it comes to games like Call of Duty, that's why, honestly, I don't play or buy Call of Duty games. That's why I'm probably not going to buy Cold War. I may get it for the story. I may even get it. I think that has zombies. So I might get it for the zombies even. But I don't care about multiplayer games because everyone's just better than me, period. So try hard or not, it's the question of, am I going to get killed 5 seconds after I get out of spawn or 6 seconds?
Yo, and I'm going to tell you how bad of a fanboy I am. I haven't played the campaign or zombies. I just cut on multiplayer, and I'm just one of those dudes. So I actually feel at times I am a tryhard. But if I have a disadvantage, lag or something, I suck. But I'm not the type to get mad if my KD's 0.5 this one. It's going to ruin my overall K. I'm not one of those. So, I hear you, and I'm kind of with you on that. The competitive side of gaming is leaving me. I like to be competitive, but I enjoy playing the one-player experiences where I could just have fun, relax, don't got to worry about nothing, just play at your own leisure. I could pause it, save it, come back whenever I want to. It's a lot better than dealing with 15 minutes of stress, heart pumping, nonstop blood filled adrenaline going. So I might be with it. What, do you like that?
No, sorry, my sister.
Hey, man, shout out to your sister, too, man. Tell her she need to come on sometime, give a call, man. We can take female callers, too, man. We take female callers, too.
God. No, see, my thing is, right, instead of 15 minutes of stress, I prefer to save 15% or more on car insurance in 15 minutes. So, it's like, what's the point?
We are farmers. Bum, da, dum, bum, bum, bum,
no, it's Geico.
I know. I just had to do that because I'm just thinking of we might as well just continue doing them. We could do nationwide after that. Do you want Peyton Manning? Let's do them all while we're at it. But no, nonetheless, I want to say you're probably spot on. With 2020, and I could say Game of the Year is a big thing that I could say I really didn't have no hand-picked choice. I picked Call of Duty because I'm a fanboy. Okay, and I'm always going to pick Call of Duty. You know what?
No, I retract that. Doom Eternal.
Yeah, talk to me, Doom Eternal. And you know what? Why Doom Eternal?
Because just it's so fantastically made. It's got great art. The gameplay is fantastic. The story's fantastic. The fact that Bethesda made their first crack of the year, it's a fantastic game all around. I think I think Bethesda has a great future as a scene group. Especially with they got their negative 1 day crack out. Like, are you not aware of that?
No, I'm not. Go ahead and enlighten
You're
me.
not. Oh, so basically Bethesda launcher pre-ins or like what are they called, preloads, I think is what they call them.
Okay.
Bethesda launcher preloads of Doom Eternal back in like March 2nd, I believe, or like when it became March 3rd in like Australia, because they're the latest time zone.
Okay.
People were preloading the Bethesda launcher version, and in the files there is a folder called Original, and in that original folder was an exe for Doom Eternal that had Genuvo completely removed. They cracked their game before it was officially out.
Oh my God. Woo, man, I did not know. I love those type of stories too, man. Those are the best stories. I remember playing Gears of War 3 on Xbox 360 on my RGH, and I was playing it months before it came out, like 6 months. I had little hiccups and little green boxes and stuff like that, but people were like, oh my God, how do you get that? So the whole cracking before it came out, oh, that is so beautiful. I'm so glad you told that story. Thank you for that. Now, I have to say, employees, they telling you, hey, sir, I'm sorry, we don't have a PlayStation 5 for you, dead specimen. That's because that Walmart employee down the aisle, you see him? Yeah, with the Walmart shirt. Yeah, we gave it to him because he works here. So, sorry, you have a great day. How do you feel waiting in line 8 hours to be told, hey, the Walmart guy is going to get your system?
Well, first I hold them to the same standard I hold everybody. Why are you allowed to buy more than one PlayStation 5 at all? Like, why is a one per person rule not been implemented? It boggles my mind. Well, I know the reason why, because they know that if there's scalpers who they can guarantee are going to buy every single console in 2 seconds, then that's more money for them. Yeah. But at the same time, it's employees doing this. At that point, why even pretend like you're going to have the consoles up? Just get the stock in, give them out to your employees, and don't just say you didn't get a shipment in. It's kind of annoying how they're even trying to put on a facade of we're going to have consoles to give out to consumers. And granted, I haven't seen the video yet that people have been talking about, but employees get their discounts for a reason. It's an incentive to purchase from the store like a normal consumer. So what would actually be kind of funny would be to see people like joining Walmart just to get PS5 and then immediately quitting.
Yo, that would be epic, man. As soon as they get a PS5, they're like, hey, by the way, I quit, punk. Bam, and they slam the down and walk out.
And, it's funny because I've said this before. I've got a pretty good gaming PC, and it's I haven't really paid attention to the whole PS5 Xbox Series X scene because it's just one of those things where I'm like, you see scalpers putting up the Xbox Series S for $800. That thing is, probably half as powerful. Well, maybe not half as powerful, but like it's significantly less powerful than my computer, and it costs about, what I'd say maybe $800 to $1,000. And so the fact that people are buying a system like that for $800, like just, take the words of Review Tech USA, just freaking wait. They're going to have stock of it. It was like with the GameCube adapters where people were scalping that. Definitely. And then you can find them like candy. It's not worth it to Christmas idea. Grab a piece of paper up saying, as soon as I can get one for retail price, you're going to have a PS5. Don't spend 3 times the price to get it then. Put an IOU in, wrap it up, give it to whoever you want to get the console for, and then, obviously stick to that.
Nah, you preaching, man. You preaching. In a capitalist society like we are in, it is kind of our nature to normally say, if I could walk in, so somebody stands in line, they wait 8 hours, they get a system, and then they go, okay, I paid $500. Well, since I stood 8 hours, I think my time is worth this, so I'm going to charge $800.
Well, here's the thing, though. And I am a firm believer in capitalism, but this isn't capitalism. I saw a tweet about this, and essentially a guy with a degree in macroeconomics put it out perfectly that this isn't capitalism, this isn't the free market. It's
people all the systems.
It's people using bot software to cheat to get every console, and then they're artificially marking it up. So here's what's going to happen. They think they control the supply. They don't. They might temporarily hold the supply by cheating, but eventually what's going to happen is there's going to be so much Xbox Series X systems, they might have to start putting them on sale to sell them all. And so what's going to end up happening is they're going to be left with these, consoles that they spend $500 on, if the whole Correct Chief Notify thing is true and they have thousands of consoles in stock, they spent possibly hundreds of thousands of dollars on a bunch of consoles that, sure, they might sell 25% of them, but 75% of their stock's going to be sitting there, and they're either going to have to sell it at a loss or just give them away or something, because everyone's going to be buying them for the normal retail price, or if they're lucky, cheaper.
Now, it is what I spent. And you're right. It's different this time because we do got these bots. You got bots taking, and it's different before. These bots are getting smarter. They're getting better. And they're jumping in, grabbing 10 systems, and then it's kind of like, oh, man, they grabbed 10 systems.
Quick, I just want to say something about Alchemy. Yeah, I didn't word that great. That's why I changed it from capitalism to free market or supply and demand, all that kind of stuff, because it's not supply and demand. It's just cheating, essentially. What I meant by that.
Yeah,
I'm bad at wording.
No, and I got where you're going with it. And you're like, it's kind of cheating the game. So, and you for the theories, what if I threw this out with you that, hey, what if I told you Sony and Microsoft actually paid scalpers to do this, so therefore they can make more money in the end? What do you think of that theory?
I mean, that just doesn't make sense. I don't know how that's going to get them more money. You'd think if they had, 500 systems per store, that most likely all of those would sell out immediately to real consumers. But what they're doing is they're sending 2 per store per month, and then those are getting instantly bought by these scalpers. They're not sending more stock out, and no one's buying the marked up ones. And so really what's happening is that they're getting all of these systems, and here's where they're losing money. They're sitting in these warehouses, these scalper warehouses. Guess who isn't owning them? People who want to play games. They're not getting game sales because there's people just storing these in warehouses.
That's true.
If they were smart, they would actually be able to get these to consumers for retail price, and people would be buying games. They'd be buying extra controllers. The super amazing Sony 5000K HDMI cable or whatever. Other Sony crap, other Microsoft crap to actually, get money. It doesn't make sense from a financial perspective to do this.
No, and I agree. I just had to throw that out there to miss the conspiracy theories. But Dead Specimen, my man, any last words, my dude, before I let you go?
Any last words? I knew you were gonna say this, so I'm gonna pull up my notes real quick because I was gonna say this.
I love it. Go ahead.
So I don't remember. I think it was Joshua Drake. He might have been on. And it said something about the auto updates being banned. See, I haven't had to worry about auto updates because as far as Nintendo's concerned, my Switch is a glitch because I lost all my certs, so my Switch ain't real. I don't got to worry about that. Joe, you better stop with the conspiracy theories. That's my job. You keep stealing my job. I swear to God, I'm gonna have Alchemy on you first.
Hey, and Joe had a good one too, man. I ain't lying. He might be taking your job there, man.
And then, real funny thing. So you know Gateway? No, not Gateway 3DS. Gateway, the computer manufacturer, right?
There we go. Thank you.
So, I kind of shit myself a bit earlier because I realized, Team Executor weren't trying to hide their real identities at all. You go to Gateway's website, gateway.com, click US, go to products, desktop, Gateway has a line of desktops called SX.
And so what you saying that they don't even try to hide it? They just go, hey.
And me actually bringing TX up was a joke, but I am not kidding. Gateway has a line of desktops called the SX. I really wish I was joking.
Wow, man, I did not know that. And I'm going to look at that right after this, so that's going to be very funny. Now, my man, look at how y'all stupid. Dead Specimen, my man, as always, it's a pleasure. And I'm going to be hollering at you later, my dude.
See you, man.
Later. Oh, my man killed it. Yo, we are out. I'm over the show. I was supposed to get stuff done, man. And I'm way over the time. But, guys, I appreciate you staying in tune the entire episode. I'm going to carry this on. We're going to clean up the overlay a little bit. I want to have people send me anything that as far as any artwork that you may have, any setups, maybe your computer system setup. If you have music, send me that. I want to make sure to be able to include anything of you guys. I will be doing a debate style show, and I also have a game show that I like to do. What I've been speaking with some of the people already about. I have overlays to do that already. We're going to test it out and see how it goes. I'll even probably do a test episode or something, but I want to use that to give away these Steam keys that I have that I just kind of been sitting on. But other than that, yo, Dead Specimen, Alchemy Gaming, Joe, all the callers today, man. Kyle, who else did we have? Becoming Undone. I see in the chat, we had Joshua drinking it, MMA Junkie. Yo, I can go on and on. Chelsea's World, Sage, Red Ghost. Man, all of y'all, I appreciate everything you guys do. NickMoses05 Podcast, episode 32. PK. Oh, man, PK. I did see PK out there. PK didn't call, but shout out to PK, man. Holla at PK. We out.